Have you ever wondered why Medusa's hair became snakes? Of all the punishments the gods could imagine, why serpents? To the Greeks, snakes were symbols of danger, silent, venomous, deadly, but they were also protectors, sacred to temples and homes, guardians against evil. That paradox made them the perfect curse, terrifying, yet strangely sacred. But the deeper meaning of Medusa's snakes goes beyond fear. To understand it fully, we need to begin with her story. In the oldest traditions, Medusa was one of three sisters, the Gorgons. Her siblings, Stheno and Euryale, were immortal. Only Medusa was mortal, which made her vulnerable. Later poets gave her a backstory. She was once a mortal woman, said to be stunningly beautiful, with hair that caught the eyes of gods and mortals alike. But beauty in myth is often dangerous. Poseidon, god of the sea, desired her. In Athena's temple, he assaulted her, and it was this violation that set the stage for Medusa's transformation. Athena punished not Poseidon, but Medusa. Her flowing hair twisted into serpents, her beauty turned into terror, and her gaze became fatal. The victim became the villain. But why snakes? The answer runs deeper than fear. Snakes were creatures of transformation, shedding their skin as a sign of rebirth. They embodied primal earth energy and were often linked to feminine power. In older Mediterranean myths, goddesses themselves were crowned with serpents. So when Athena gave Medusa snake hair, it wasn't random, it was symbolic. A curse that was also a crown, a punishment that made her terrifying, but also untouchable. The Greeks didn't only fear Medusa, they embraced her image. The Gorgon appeared on shields, armor, temples, even coins. Warriors carried her into battle, believing her face could frighten enemies and protect the bearer. Medusa became both curse and protection, destruction and defense. This paradox is why she endured. She was more than a monster. She was a symbol. Medusa's true weapon was not her snakes. It was her eyes. To meet her gaze was to be turned to stone. Imagine it. One glance, and your body stiffens, breath caught in your chest, frozen forever between life and death. But her gaze was more than magic. It was metaphor, the paralysis of fear, the silence of trauma, the weight of power that crushes those who defy it. Perseus knew this. He dared not look at her directly. Shield raised before him, he crept into her lair. Around him stood statues of warriors and men locked forever in their final screams, reminders of what happens when you meet the truth head-on. Only in reflection could he face her. In the polished bronze of Athena's shield, he saw her sleeping form, snakes shifting in restless coils, her beauty twisted into terror, and then, with one strike. But even in death, her power lived on. From her neck sprang Pegasus, the winged horse, and Chrysaor, a golden warrior. Her blood itself could both heal and poison. Perseus carried the head as a weapon, using her gaze against his enemies. In the end, he gave it to Athena, who placed it on her shield, turning Medusa into a symbol of divine protection forever. In modern times, Medusa has been reimagined. Feminist thinkers see her not as a monster, but as a woman punished for surviving violence. Her snakes are not shame, but a crown. Her gaze is not a curse, but resistance. She no longer looks down in defeat. She looks back, refusing to be silenced. In this telling, Medusa is not an enemy of heroes. She is the hero. From ancient pottery to Renaissance paintings, artists have been unable to resist her image, sometimes grotesque, sometimes tragic, sometimes beautiful again. In pop culture, her face became a logo, the Versace emblem, inspired by Medusa. embodies allure that cannot be ignored, a beauty that demands attention, dangerous, irresistible, unforgettable. So, why does Medusa endure? Because she is more than myth. She is a mirror. She forces us to ask, why do we punish the victim? Why does beauty invite danger? Why do we fear female rage, even while needing its protection? Medusa embodies fear, yes, but also survival, transformation, and defiance. So the next time you see her stony face, carved into marble, or her serpents reborn in modern fashion, remember, Medusa is not only a monster of legend, she is a protector, a paradox, and a symbol of power that refuses to die. This is Digital Alchemy. If myths still speak to you, subscribe.